Return to the Fire. This album has taken, in a way, 20 years to manifest. Enter the Fire was an album I did with the same guys 20 years ago, and these guys are all geniuses and great friends. Jason Rebello, who I've done many projects with, such an organic player. GERARD Presenceer, one of the finest, probably the finest trumpet player I've ever worked with, who's kind of just a genius of the instrument. And I wanted to pay homage in a way to some of my earliest influences on this album, sort of from the 50s and 60s going into the sort of early 70s, and which is another reason why it's perfect that this came out on vinyl. Stacey and MICK HUTTON, what a partnership, bass and drums. Particularly these mid-tempo grooves that they get like no one else I know. So to get the core five of us together after all that time was like a major thing for me, because we've been through such a life's journey, you know, for the last 20 years. This was really the first time we'd worked together as a five-piece for 20 years. And one of the first things we realised after listening to the first takes back in the studio was just how much like the old band we were. You know, it's still just five individuals sounding like we do, hopefully a bit better. Added to this on this vinyl album, there are some guests, some newer friends. Ant Law, the wonderful guitar player, Tom Farmer guesting on a couple of tracks on bass, beautiful sound, James Maddren, a wonderful young drummer, and of course the great Laurence Cottle on electric bass on one track. And perhaps that's one other thing I really wanted to make sure I did, was to, within this very acoustic album, just have one track which made the transition using Fender Rhodes and electric instruments. And to me it's very close to my heart, because all of these influences were from the age of vinyl, which was the age of when I first got into music.